Hello, we are in the University of Aberdeen and we are attending the Dorothy Heatcote Conference 2023. This is the third year that Joy of Drama has been a participant in this conference. Last year we were in London at the University College London, and today, this time it is Aberdeen, the University of Aberdeen. It's just the second day of conference that we've just finished. There are 2 more days to it, and I'm very happy that my colleagues are here with me. Sowmya Ram, who works in Hyderabad, but is a faculty with us, faculty member with us, and Vishakha, who lives and works now in Delhi. And we all are really thrilled to be part of this conference because it is opening so many new doors for all of us, doors that we knew existed but never took that chance, never took that peek inside the door. So I think we are learning a lot, not just through the workshops that we are attending, but also from people that we are meeting. Constantly there are interactions with different international teachers and teaching artists and educators all over the world. Some veterans that we have met, and we were honored to be a part, in conversations with them. So the learning is a lot, and I think it's important that we quickly summarize the 2 days because otherwise I think things would just leave us. The energy is so high right now at the conference that we really want to share this with all of you, what we have learned till now at the conference. So Sowmya, what were you a part of in the last 2 days? What did you do?
So on the first day, we were talking about how drama can be introduced to the primary level, age 8 onwards students, and how when they are doing it for the first time, we need to really make sure that they are in a safe space. And it was very specifically mentioned that a safe space does not mean a comfortable space, but also a brave space where you can take risks along with making it a safe space. So there were several conventions that were discussed in order to make this possible. And then we exchanged ideas, a reflection about how practices are done all over the world. We had people from Palestine, Iran, US, UK, Ireland, and all of that. And then each of us came together and we did a lot of activities. It was experiential learning in the workshop. So we were kids and we were experiencing how it would be. So we also spoke about how transition from a primary level to a middle school level, how would that be for a child? And if it is multidimensional. It's like a Rubik's Cube, but which is going not just one way or the other way, but upside down as well.
Yeah, and how also drama facilitates the transition, how
Absolutely.
it helps children to transition from one age to the other age. Like,
Absolutely.
I worked with Cecily O'Neill and David and Stieg Eriksson, and we were working with text and drama. And we looked at drama work with the young people, which is like 14 plus. So we worked with the Doll's House, and we also worked with The Visit, these 2 plays. And we explored different elements of within theatre to bring into classroom, and then explore the text of these plays and explore the dilemmas that the characters go through in these plays, and give it a fresh outlook by bringing our own ideas, our own thoughts, our own perspectives into the space. It's wonderful. It's very difficult to actually explain how this works, but we did pure process drama because we were working with Cecily. Cecily is the queen of process drama, and it was so amazing that we started with a stimulus of just walking around the room and establishing what we see if we were in a town, and then from there we kind of built up the town. Then we built up the people of the town, and then we built up somebody who was coming back to the town after 30 years, and what had happened to this woman who was coming. And then we created the entire play as we played along, and that's what we do usually in process drama. And we have done several such activities at Joy of Drama also. I mean, we have got some documented stuff also. So it was very nice to just see how we could start drama from different points, different points. Yes. What about you? You worked with Iona, I think.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Roberta. And I was in the room where we were doing the Dorothy Heatcote thing, the mantle of the expert. And what was exceptionally marvelous about yesterday was I got a chance to work with school children. There was the second half of the workshop. We actually tested out the inquiry based learning, which is mantle of the expert, with school children, and the children were so kind and lovely to come over to our space, 15 of them. And for the first time, I've been practicing mantle for around 3 years now online, and I really always wanted to see and experience how it would be um, in the presence of children, physically
In a room.
in person. Yes. And it turned out as just as expected. So enriching for us who were there for the workshop, and the children. I mean, they it all seemed like we knew each other, and we've worked with each other for a very long time, and they were very sad when they were going back to the school. But using mantle, we actually did a short mantle on animal rehabilitation, like not really a shelter, but a wholesome adoption center and a shelter and a veterinary facility and all of that. And we were creating that. And to be in the presence of someone who has herself learnt it from Dorothy was
And worked with
yes,
worked with her.
was
yeah.
absolutely amazing for me, because up till now we have only read and seen them online. Uh, Definitely learned from them. David Allen, although he was not there in the workshop yesterday, but we've been learning, we've been working with conventions, as you said, we've been working with process drama, as Vaishali said, and mantle, like we've been practicing mantle, but doing it here with people who have the technical
Know-how.
they have been practicing this since 40 years. Iona has been doing this 40 years, and just to be in her presence, the kind of language she used, because in mantle the kind of language you use with the children is very, very important. And just to see her practice, the way she was getting in role, going out of role, putting on costume, setting up the scene, and just engaging the children in believing in the drama right after they came in. Like
Yeah.
in 1 minute, they were with us.
Yes.
So I think for me, it is something like, when I'm looking at these teachers, it's like, do I go and touch them?
Are they real? Are they
Yeah.
real?
But
yeah, it-
mantle of the expert, doing it with the children was amazing. And today, if I may say about today,
Yeah.
was collaborative writing. Which was, again, as we work in Joy of Drama, we use a lot of stimulus. We use images, we use photographs, we use paintings, we use any object around us. And today we worked with postcards. And postcards could be photographs or paintings, or anything that is a multimedia, like a write-up with a photograph superimposed. So
Okay.
people chose the postcard that spoke to them. And we actually wrote, and it was a writing workshop today. And following which, the second half, we again wrote, we made a script out of it. And
Yeah, you made monologues first.
so no, it was not a monologue. We made a story. It could be first person, it could be third person.
Okay.
But we made a story, and then it was a collaborative writing, right? So just quickly, I'll tell you what we did. If I had written a story and she had written a story, we exchanged our stories. And I asked her 5 questions. And she will ask me 5 questions. And then we'll give it back to each other again. And then we have to answer those 5 questions to make our story, to further make our story.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful, structured way of creative writing, collaborative writing, using stimulus.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking that we use music as stimulus at Joy
Yes.
of Drama.
Yes.
And we can use music in this process.
Yes, I mean, you talk about structures. I think structures is something that we often miss out on when we are looking at drama workshops or theatre workshops, back home. it's important, the importance of structure and technical understanding of how drama flows and how drama can actually help children do more than we expect them to do. Actually, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah, I mean,
So
yeah.
it's amazing how you were talking about role, you were talking about stimulus, and you were also talking about technicality. And in today's world, frankly, all teachers are terrified about AI coming in. And today we were talking so easily about incorporating technical expertise, information, technology. How does it modulate role in the classroom, and where your stimulus can be something that, for example, if children are exploring culture, so they record something which is a piece of culture and they come back and show it as a stimulus. And something really wonderful was verbatim theatre through technology, where you're divided into pairs. I mean, it was just one version of it. So, and you listen to each other, the voices are recorded in terms of the theme that is given to you, which was climate change for us. How did it affect me in person and my pair? And then I would be listening to my partner's verbatim, I would be listening to the testimony of my partner and repeating it verbatim while it is playing. So, and I don't have to do the dialect or the accent, but I have to do it verbatim
Yes.
on the spot.
Yes, and all of this looks very high art, but it is not.
It's
It is
and
not.
we were engaged in that, and the next level was even more engaging and very interesting. I think for the generation that is born with technology and devices and all of it, it's just a piece of cake. And it was the same for us who've just been adapting to it. We were recording responses to climate change as experts or inventors or whatever you want to call about it, and giving ideas and solutions. And these solutions were recorded through your body part. For example, you keep the camera very close by, like a distorted image, to your ear, and you're speaking the solution. And then you're placing it in some other body part. Suppose I place it over here on my arm and then re-record it and use this in the classroom for further script work. And all of this can be uploaded into a digital
Platform.
platform
Called Prospero,
called
yes.
Prospero,
Yes.
in which you can tailor your script.
Yes.
Pause it anytime you want, use, and the Prospero has been used by all drama faculties all over the
World,
world,
yeah, yeah.
and not just for. And of course, you know that in drama, technique and content are two different things, and you
Yes.
can talk about anything and apply drama to it.
Yes, yes.
So then, because of that, you have content on music, you have content on history, geography, mathematics, everything, and it is brought to the classroom in their interactive way. And then you have the rest of it. You can also completely do it technologically, or you can combine it with in-classroom physical work.
Yeah, it's very important for children to understand how to use technology and how to use it for their benefit, because
Right.
we are always, end up using technology because we have to either use it because we have to, send emails or something like that, or
Correct.
do texting, or else the technology asks us to, we are bound by it.
But the children that we are dealing with, they're born into it. So,
Yeah.
Paul, the facilitator, he said, well, it's like us. We are very used to switching on and off the lights in the room, and if you don't get to do it, you feel weird. And for them, they're born with it.
Yeah.
If you don't use it,
Yes.
it feels weird and feels you don't belong. You were asking them to write, of course, right? No objection with writing, but then
Yes, but yes,
technology
no, we
serves
we
better.
often do that. I mean, there are children at Joy of Drama who don't feel like writing. I'm like, okay, fine, don't write, type, but do something, express. I think what we are looking at is expression, and what we did today with our group of people was expression, or creating work from nothing. Absolutely, like we were choreographing, and it was a choreograph-based, one full day of just choreography and physical theatre, and how we explored different ways of looking at objects. Like, for instance, these bags that are kept in front of us. How can we just move these bags away, and how the whole narrative will change of this, of this
Right.
particular frame, and how different frames are created, how different levels are created. And I think we all practice it in some way, but giving it context and giving it technique and giving it structure and making it visible, in the eyes that this is what we can actually get when we practice this with children is so rewarding. I think it's so freeing. It helps you join dots that that were always there, the blind spots that we have. Suddenly these blind spots open up and you can see, oh, this is what we were doing, oh, this is what I do, but I don't know what to do next, and I'm not sure what was I doing before. But now I feel, I don't know about the both of you, but I feel that once I have, and it happens every conference, every time I come for this conference, it happens that, I know this, I have done this, but then, so it's basically, I've done these things, but they don't seem to make sense,
Okay.
So, you practice all of it, but then it does not come together. But every time I work with these people, they help me understand the technique, the technology, the thought, the structure, where to think from, where to go to, and how to reach there.
And interestingly, it was called disruptive.
Yeah, it was called disruptive pedagogy,
pedagogy.
where we were creating structures, breaking structures, creating structures, breaking structures. And in that process, we could actually create our own structure. We could see how we think and what appeals to us. In fact, I would like to confess one thing, that I'm all about collaboration and everything. And we teach life skills, so we teach collaboration. But what really I felt today was that there was a time where I did not want to participate with the group. And then I looked at everybody and I was like, no, this is our thing. We have to do it together. And I went in. So this thought has come after a very long time, because I'm always working with people. But the way they worked with us through the workshop is they broke us so many times that after a point in time I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. But then that was the whole idea of the workshop,
The deconstruction part.
to bring everybody together again, and that happened. Even if people didn't want to participate, they came together and participated. And once that happened, a structure was there in front.
Basically,
it was
utilize the brave space.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And also, all of this is very important because we are using drama here not to perform but to learn.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And to learn, you have to be collaborative. You can't learn in seclusion.
Yes.
Learning in seclusion will only make you a very distanced person
Yes.
in society.
Yes.
And then all the issues of social skills will come on. So today in my workshop as well, it is called collaborative writing. But the writing that we did, which was making the dialogues, it was in silence. And Cecily was, she was watching us. She was observing our second half. And she said a beautiful thing. Somebody asked that, okay, 3 of us were writing the dialogues. But why is it so important that we are not speaking? Why is the silence important? So our facilitator, Doug, he said that definitely if you would have spoken, then you would have said no to each other's ideas or maybe your own idea. But this is the perfect way to practice yes and that we do.
Yes.
Yes and. Because you say yes to every idea, even your own idea. You don't doubt it.
Yes.
And you say yes and let's do it, let's do it, let's go ahead. And then Cecile said that silence is important because in school or in any class or any group that a child is working in, there will be the loudest child. There will be a child who likes to be loudest, who likes to be the leader, and that child will make sure that he or she gets her or his way. And what silence does is that it takes that away. It gives equal opportunity, equal power to everybody in the group.
Beautiful.
Whatever you're writing, it's going that way. Everybody is a leader. Everybody is leading the conversation. So it was
Also
beautiful.
comes to
Yeah.
Ownership.
How we worked 40 minutes in silence. After we were done, he told us that, guys, you wrote for 40 minutes. And we were like, wow. And people say that our attention spans have reduced.
Yeah,
and
it's all
Myth.
So,
yeah, it's a myth. It's a myth. I don't think attention spans. If you are really engaged in doing something which is meaningful, truthful, which makes a difference, which you care for,
You care for is the most
yes,
important
you
part.
care for, you will pay attention, and that
Absolutely.
is why children don't pay attention.
and this focus and this care comes very easily because in drama we use the children can go in role.
Yes.
The moment they are in role, all this focus, all of this that we as adults have been able to give to the workshop today.
Yes.
Children can give it every class because they will be in role.
Yes.
And also they are leading the whole process. They are leading and we are facilitating. So that makes all the difference in a drama class.
And how you give the power away to the children is just beautiful. I mean, you start taking them, holding their hand and taking them on a route, and then suddenly you let them go. It's like riding a bicycle, actually.
Right.
And it's beautiful. I think what we have learned today.
Yeah, we can't stop gushing
We can
about
go
it.
on and on, but and because it's so profound. The thing that I remember Cecily talking about is the whole concept of tableau or freeze frames that we drama teachers use extensively around the world, and it is so overused and undervalued.
I have another one from
Yeah,
William.
yeah.
Will says that we as drama teachers have the power to say, I don't know. Other teachers, other subject teachers do not have the privilege. We can give the power to the children and tell them that we don't know.
Yes.
Let's find
Let's
out
find
together.
out. Let's do it
Yeah.
together.
And that absolutely makes them feel even more confident. Yeah, let's do it together. Let's find it out,
Yes, I think this is a kind of continuous professional development for teachers of drama or otherwise. I don't think just drama, but using drama as a pedagogy, which we solely believe at Joy of Drama that it is so powerful to use drama as a pedagogy to teach anything. So we teach life skills, we teach literature, we work with
Subjects.
history, we work with application of mathematics, we work with application of science. We do that because it's important that we start looking at drama beyond performance. It's high time we do that because drama is not just one little thing that you perform on stage and that's done.
Absolutely.
I mean, most of the teachers who have taught us, in the last 2 days, do not perform. They are not performers.
Absolutely.
And they don't want to perform. And their children, and when we spoke with them, they came up with stories and anecdotes where the most shy child, so-called shy child of the class, comes out and does something magical and brilliant in speech. Children who are academically not very bright, coming and doing something completely wonderful in their subject learning. So I think it is important that we look beyond performance, and I keep reiterating this, and we keep doing this at Joy of Drama. And I think by now everybody would know that we are not too much into performance. But yes, performance is important. Performance gives us a definite kind of confidence, which I think only performance can give. All three of us are performers, and we know what the stage does to us, right?
Absolutely.
But we also know that what the stage can do to people, children who are vulnerable, who are not ready, who are not sure, who are not ready at the moment with their own ideas. So it's very important to use drama to first give them the strength, give them the power, make them useful for themselves, and then bring them to the stage. Because stage is, I think, one of the things that can happen. But using drama to build on yourself, your humanness, to become a better human is essential, and that is what we want to do, and we urge everybody to do, and that is how, at least at Joy of Drama, we are trying to
Absolutely.
change the fabric of how you look at drama for children.
Yes.
All right, so this is for today, and then we are going to come back again on the last day and share some more. Thank you. Thank you.
guys. Thank you.